rules as proposed by staff, 08 NCAC 10C.0101.0102.0103 and .0104.
There's a motion on the floor. Is there a second? I will second that motion and open the floor to debate.
Mr. Secretary,
Yes,
if
sir.
I may, I took issue with this when it was brought before us in the preliminary phase, as I don't see it as an issue. Reading the comments, again, I feel we are feeding into a non-existing problem. And I have to leave you with after reading the comments, I just wonder if the party to the polls were playing the Village People's YMCA, would we be here having this topic, this question about people being disturbed while voting? Because this is no longer, with this rule, we are discouraging people from being excited about voting. And we're dealing with a younger population that's excited, that want to show their enthusiasm, that are out in the actual streets trying to get people registered to vote. They're utilizing the internet to try and get people excited about voting. And I feel like this board is taking steps to dampen that enthusiasm. So of course, I will be voting no for this one.
I would suggest that I would vote for the first three rule changes about the size of the buffer zone, but again, on the sound issue, I think that it's incumbent on us to listen to voters, and if some voters are bothered by music from DJs at the polls, we should listen to that. But I think these rules are an overreaction to a few people's complaints, and it's up to us to use our judgment about whether we're going to automatically do what people suggest we do, or use our judgment to see if the solution is worse than the problem. And so I'm going to vote no, because I think while I appreciate Mr. Steele's amendments of the rules and more carefully defining what property this applies to, what sounds are too loud, what's disruptive, I appreciate that tightening up, but I still think it's suppressive and repressive of the rights of speech. So, and it's vague. It's still vague, puts a lot of subjectivity into the equation about what's too loud. So I oppose that part of the rules, and I'll oppose the whole rules if it's a package.
Thank you, Ms. Millen. Further debate among the board members? I will just add, as someone who has, again, worked in the county level of administration of elections, that there are times at which the chief judge is called upon to maintain order and decorum within a precinct, and this provides tools consistent with the statute for them to do so. Any further discussion by board members? Hearing none, I will move to a vote. Further discussion, Mr. Carmen? Thank you, sir. I'll move to a roll call vote on the motion to adopt the voting site rules as presented by staff. Ms. Hawkins?
Aye.
Mr. Carmen?
No.
Ms. Millen?
No.
Chair DeLuca?
Aye.
And the secretary votes aye. The rules are adopted as proposed by staff.